I'm not kidding. The band is apparently called Dolphin Love. So. Huh. We don't have to do that. Anyways, good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Happy day after Friday day. Can you repeat that? The band playing is called Dolphin Love, but I don't think it matters for you because you had this stream muted. Yeah, Dolphin Love. So, yay! Happy Saturday. No one told them about the Dolphins. Or they know all about the Dolphins. I don't know which one we should be afraid of more. Good morning, Sloth. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Happy recuperation day from the stonerings. And from, can we just say, quite a shit fucking roll of it yesterday. My God. I'm so happy that we figured it out. Like, God bless Charles for knowing what the fuck IT thing, package, blah, blah, blah I needed to install, because I would never have known to do that. In a million years, now I know, but I would have never known. And my God, was that fucking so stressful. And on top of it, just not having any sleep in my bones. Wow. Everything's worse when you don't sleep, right? Insomnia is the fucking worst. I feel like I need to burp. Do I want to know if it's love of dolphins? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard dolphins aren't the kindest when it comes to love. Yes, I slept like a rock. I was in bed by midnight. I hosted movie night last night because Glut was out, and we did, which, by the way, I'm so sorry for all the random pauses. I think because the movie was so long that, like, my computer tries to go into a sleep mode every, like, couple of hours or something, and it would minimize the movie out of full screen. I have no idea why. I was just laying on my couch watching that happen. It was so bizarre. No idea. That was really weird. And then one time, Trick was a moron and rolled over on the keyboard. That was definitely a Trick move. 4 more sleeps until Burning Man, which is insane. No, you sprained your ankle. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm so sorry. How? Walking. I woke up in a fright. My neighbor crashed their car into a light pole outside. It made a big boom sound. Oh my God, is everybody okay? Or wait, is this the weird drunk neighbor? 4 more sleeps until Burning Man. I know, it's crazy. Like, I'm genuinely just, it's happening. I'm so excited. Here's the thing. This is the shitty part about Burning Man. I'm gone almost 2 weeks. Not really, like a week and a half. It's terrible. A full week of that, I don't have my phone on me, so you won't hear from me. But outside of that, I will try to post on the social medias and stuff like that. But it's kind of like a weird dark time where Zach and I go into the desert and we don't have reception and we just unplug from the world and we have sex with strangers and have fun with our friends. And it's super fun, but we're pretty much out for a week. So that sucks. And I'm sorry. And I miss you guys the whole time, but it does make it really exciting to come back and tell you guys about all of it. How are you today, Super Baba? How's your fucking fever? So weird drunk neighbor. I'm sure they just walked off. If you abandon a car crash drunk, it's a felony and you have to go to jail. Just so you know. You can call the cops. I have a friend who that happened to. She went to jail. Oh, fuck. Tried catching myself a bunch of times, so not really hurt, but still twisted your ankle. That's kind of like me when I slammed my head into the TV. Literally. All I was doing was standing on the bed, turning, and my body just went, and I just gone. Nothing fun. Nothing exciting. I still have a little lump in this eyebrow, right, by the way, right there. I think I really cracked it. I don't know. So a typical Tuesday. AFK Zeke, rerun Zeke all week. Yes. I can't wait to see the picks. The picks are going to be good. I'm excited. Go find the Booty Mashup Camp. They and their music are so... Booty Mashup? Seriously? I will go find them. Hold on. I need to write that down. Booty Mashup. You know, I have a map. I might be able to actually... Well, no, the map doesn't say where everyone's going to be yet. Like, I have a map of Black Rock City, but it doesn't say... You don't get the official map till you drive through the gates. So I don't know where they will be yet, but I will go find them, and I will go say hello. I also desperately want to go find the Austin burner group, and I want to say hi and connect with them. because I'd like to make local Austin friends. There's a couple groups out there I need to go hunt down in the city and say hello to. Oh, I take enough pics. I try not to take like too many. I don't take a lot of selfies. Let's put it that way. I take a shit ton of pictures of art and other people, but I'm not really there to take pictures of myself. I take a selfie every single day at home. Like, yeah, while Katie's at Burning Man, no news is good news. That means she's having the time of her life and has no time to think of real life. Ugh. Can we all just cross our fingers and hope to fuck for that? I need that so desperately. Yeah, if they know, it'll be like, it'll be like 8:30 in G. My camp is at 6 and if you talk to your friend Adriana, you can tell them my address as well. It is That's not it. Where are we? I'm gonna find it somewhere. Announcements. Ooh, G Plaza. At what time though? 6 o'clock. We're at 6 and G. Come find me. 6 and G. Good morning, Kunks. So far, so good. I think whatever weird packet download bullshit we did yesterday fixed everything. For now, I mean, yeah. I'm going to say yeah. I don't want to say for now because I don't want to be pessimistic. It's fixed forever and we're never going to have another problem with our PC ever, 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 ever again. Good morning, David. It's me as well. If you have a sprained ankle or a bum leg and still have to use the stairs, repeat to yourself, up with the good leg, down with the bad. Oh, that's so true. Up with the good, down with the bad. Up with the good, down with the bad. Yes, that's such good advice, honestly. Ever, ever again. Yes. Will do. I've been there very long ago. Want to go again, but wife is scared of the heat. 6 and G. That's everybody. I get it, though. I understand. I don't fear heat. I love heat. So I don't take for granted that I have no fear out on the playa. Like, cook me. I'm good. I'll just lay there and bake like a piece of bacon on a hot tin roof, I don't give a fuck. I understand though, and I empathize. That the heat keeps a lot of people away from Burning Man. And it is hot. Like if you can't handle heat, I wouldn't go because I don't want you to go and not have a good time. I am a lizard. Oh, I've said that for years. Ever since I saw that the Super Mario Brothers movie and it was like, some people evolved from lizards. I was like, though. That's like not a terrible I think that because without the sun, I just kind of start to die. Like actually, like a lizard not giving its correct UVBs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck no more technology issues. We can clean it. We have like 2.5, we have almost 3 hours of music to go through today. I am taking off a little bit early because like I told you guys, I'm getting my hair done, but that means tomorrow you guys get to see my cool braids. And I should be live Tuesday and Wednesday because Kevin and Link are going to be here, but they're working. So maybe I'll make Link come in here and hang out with me. Oh, I'll paint with him or something. Yeah, I should be here. I want to do the regional burns. That's why I really want to get hooked up with the Austin Burner Group because like, I think this is part of the problem. The Austin Burner Group is the first regional burn ever. They're the first, the most established, and the biggest. So getting in touch with them is fuckballs impossible. I don't know how to do it. I found their Facebook group, I found their Instagram, I found their website, and there is just nowhere. The website is very rarely updated, which sucks. It still talks about shit from 2024 on the website. Like, we're excited for this year's regional burn of 2024. I'm just like, okay. I don't know I just want to be like, knock, knock, knock. Am burner, would like friend. Does anybody here like bugs? It's all I want to do. It's a poison apple mug. My partner's the same way. I used to come home and the AC was set to like 78, but we also have a lot of plants. I hate. One of my, it's so funny because coming from a cold climate, like I used to fear going outside because of cold. Now I fear going inside. Like when I go out with Beth and the moms or something and they're all like, oh, no worries. Everything's close together. So we'll be able to escape the heat. My fear is I'm going to get cold and get sick from the fucking AC. Like, I'm the one that walks very slow between the buildings. I'm like, no, I'll catch up. You go ahead. I'm fine. And I just have to sit there on the asphalt and like get my fucking heart rate back up. And then I go in the store and I've got a good 20 minutes before the AC knocks me out again. It's stupid. Biology is stupid. Mine is that of a lizard, though, and I desperately need heat all the time and sunshine. Lakes of Fire in Michigan. Is there fire in Lake Michigan? Seriously? No. The new Discord collection of what? Wait, of what? Of bugs? Do they have bugs? I very rarely look at Discord or anything they're doing. It's really bitter. It's all little buggies. How do I get it? I want it. Do I have to give them money? Caramel apple energy drink. God, they come up with anything, don't they? Yeah, it would, though. I got it at Disney. It's a good one. I thought there was paint on it. Same. Cocky, and I respect that. That's what I'm saying. Isn't it weird how bodies are different? But I like, part of my existential depression comes from like the fear of being cold. It's really bad. So the less likely for me to be cold, the happier I am. I'm a much happy plant when I don't have to be afraid of AC. So like Black Rock City, that's my paradise. Nobody has air conditioning in Black Rock City. It's psychotic. I'm aware. I'm aware I'm broken and I need to cook. I need to boil from the inside out. I'm very aware of it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like little things you can put on your PFP. I want that now because it's bugs. Ooh, I'm going to have to look at it. I don't even know how to get to that. Lakes of Fire. Oh, it's literally called Lakes of Fire in Michigan. That's a really cool name. I don't know what I am. I can be fine. You're neutral. You're lucky, I think. I think you got lucky. I feel like I get more sick when I work in buildings with AC. I do. I definitely do. It's there's been studies about it, David. People get more sick in AC because of the dry air coming through the vents. Like, we put air filters on the air conditioners and stuff like that, but the vent tubing itself is quite literally never cleaned. They just wait until it's a safety hazard and then they replace it. And so you and I are breathing some old skin. Old skin is pretty bad. Oh, Ren, thank you. I was just opening Discord. Oh, they're cute. Oh, they're cute. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. There's a jumping spider. Oh, well, I have to buy it. Fuck. Thanks, Ren. Thanks, Ren. Thanks. How am I going to feed the children now? I bought the spider one and it's on my profile now because duh. Thank you. Alani New Witch's Brew is a great caramel apple energy drink. I quit energy drinks. How long ago now? 3 months? August, July, June, May. I'm almost 4 months clean. That's fucking right. Feeling good about that one. Me too. Same. Because I was drinking like 5 a day. 5, and I don't mean, when I know you guys are all into these Alani ones that are like tiny and adorable. I was drinking 5 full-size monsters a day. I think my heart was going to explode. And not to mention, that's around like a $20 habit a day. That's so expensive. It is fucking asinine what energy drinks cost. So I just said, you know what? I could spend that elsewhere. Did you figure out your laptop? Oh my gosh, David, do you want to know what's funny? So we raised the money to buy a laptop. I went and bought it that night. I was so excited. A week goes by. I get a refund and they say it's out of stock. So I messaged Tech last night and I was like, you know what? Maybe that's just the universe telling me to go fuck myself because that's the third I've tried to buy and it fails every fucking time. And now I'm going to Burning Man. So I'm not buying one because it would show up to an empty house and that would be ridiculous. But like, I have a lot of opinions about a website that sells an out-of-stock used item. I have a lot of opinions and things I could say. And of course, you know, it happens on the day that my computer is failing me. So I'm just like, universe is so funny. Fucking RFK levels of humor here. So fucking funny. It's not funny and I'm upset about it, but what do you do? That's life. Cheers. Goonies, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving it its wings for so long. Fucking Christ.
That's a really long time. Saturday. Thank you.
Jade, I just bought them. I know. They have the whole new set of their stuff is bugs, and Ren told me about it, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to buy it because it's spiders and I love spiders. It's not funny. It wasn't funny. I cried so much yesterday. I can't even tell you guys. By the end of the day, the corners of my eyes, I don't have any makeup on today because I said fuck it. The corners of my eyes were just raw from doing this, from wiping the salt out of the corner of my eyes. Crazy. I hate that crying is my stress response. I really wish it didn't happen because I've had people, tell me that I weaponize my crying in my life, which feels really nice. Thank you to those of you who have said that. If you think someone can weaponize crying, you're a mean person. Stop it. Nobody can cry on purpose unless you're an actor, and you're not doing it on purpose. You're just remembering something super, super sad and putting yourself in a traumatic state so that you can cry on camera. Anyways, I hate that it's my stress response because I've been told either I'm weaponizing it or, oh my God, you make me feel so bad when you cry. Like, good, you hurt my feelings, you dumb fuck. I hate crying. I hate it. And it's like my body's default response when I'm just overwhelmed. My body's like, let's do tears. And I'm like, no. Ugh. Hate it. I wish I could turn it off, but it's not an offable. There's no button there. It's just my face squirts, I guess. Probably a good idea not to smoke when I'm on antibiotics, right? I say smoke. Do you have a respiratory infection? What's going on with the fever? Do you know? No, you're fine. THC has absolutely fuck all to do with pain, like actual, I was gonna say pain receptors. It's not pain receptors. Anything to do with antibiotics. You're totally fine. Skin infections, cellulitis, totally fine. Smoke it up. It'll be good for painkiller, honestly. It's not an antigen. I was trying to show you the other receptors. No. So THC breaches your blood-brain barrier via vessels in your brain. So you know that toy when we were kids that was like a square or something, and it had like a star-shaped hole and a circle-shaped hole and a square-shaped hole and whatever. So all of the blood vessels in your entire body are just like that toy. They have lots of shapes all over them, and only hyper-specific things can go through that shape. So you and I have natural... It's not cannabinoids, it's cannabinols in our system, which is why weed reacts so fucking pleasantly to us because our body already knows how to metabolize that. So we have a blood-brain barrier hole very specific for THC, THCA, those terpenes to make it through into your brain and get you high. Antibiotics are a very scary... So weed releases a lovely little THC insert letter here into your brain and you get a little high. Antibiotics, literally, antibiotic means anti-life. Antibiotics' goal is to kill everything alive in your body. So the best thing you can do right now for yourself if you're on antibiotics is have a daily yogurt, 2 at best, and eat some pickles, because those antibiotics are going to be wreaking some fucking hell on your system. And you can get yeast infections and all sorts of nasty things. Like, I had a little girl one time who got a yeast infection in her armpit because she was on antibiotics and her parents didn't give her a yogurt. Miserable. Just like up and down her side, just blazing red, horrible infection. It was really bad. But yeah, antibiotics, essentially, they attack and kill everything in your body alive. So everything good as well as bad. So we're with the yogurt and with pickles, we're replacing all the good bacteria that those antibiotics are trying to kill. Because we haven't designed an antibiotic to like... We don't have like cellulitis antibiotic or, you know, pneumonia antibiotic. It's if you have pneumonia, we put you on a full fucking spectrum of all antibiotics and hope for the best because it's so serious. But yeah, Yeah, it should be totally fine. I probably, just because digestive systems are so fucking fluid and different between people, I probably wouldn't do edibles right now because I don't know how the edibles might interact with you orally taking an antibiotic. I'm assuming you're orally taking an antibiotic. Like you just want to, usually when you're taking an antibiotic, like I said, yogurt and pickles, but also just like incorporate healthy whole foods and a shit ton of water. So like I usually tell people lots of salads and soups, because it's just a natural way of getting your water in without actually just drinking a cup of water. Or they also gave me a shot though. Okay, perfect. So you got both on board. That's good. You just never know. I don't know what an edible could do. I don't want it to fuck with your antibiotics. No alcohol though. Alcohol like literally makes it so antibiotics don't work. It neutralizes and nullifies antibiotics. So no booze whatsoever. Not that I think you drink often, but what's the other one? Oh, just because we're on this topic and this is a learning place, if you're on antibiotics and birth control, antibiotics nullify birth control. Antibiotics nullify birth control. So you will get pregnant on antibiotics. You need condoms and all whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do that. So do that. Obviously, I have an emotional response to you crying because I care, but it's all good to be you. I do the same. I just hate that. I don't want to make you guys cry. Crying is my default also. I used to never be able to cry unless I was alone in bed at night. Being sensitive is a gift, and I try to remind myself of that. Oh, you're so wise. Same. You know, I didn't realize I did this until I saw memes about it. But I don't know what it is. Instagram probably just knows I'm mentally ill, whatever the fuck it is. But I saw memes about it where it was like, not memes, but you know, just like I don't know what to call it. A post, a reel, whatever. And it was just a post about, you know, like, if you find that you oftentimes leave the room to cry, like you always want to go cry alone in bed. You go to your closet to have a cry alone. You go to the shower to have a cry alone. You don't feel safe crying in the presence of others. That is a fucking hefty ass trauma response from childhood, from being told that your sadness doesn't matter and to get over it. And I didn't even realize that was a thing until I saw stuff like that. And I was like, I do. Like if I feel like I'm going to cry, I'll just get up and leave the room. I do not want anybody to see it. And it's weird. I never realized it before though. Big oofs, I know. I think I was conceived on birth control. Yay, I'm glad you're around. I don't drink. Yeah, perfect. You're fine then. I wish sometimes I could be more receptive to those emotions that make me cry. What do you mean? Sloth, do you have a movie that makes you cry? Genuinely, I have like a bundle of films. Selena. We would do anything for Selena. I have a bundle of films that are my go-tos if I need to cry. Like, I need it. I haven't cried in a bit, and I can feel that pimple of just, like, I'm getting irritated. And Selena is one of them. Sometimes I can just put on that song. Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. I can just fucking... You need those. I think those are necessary in life. I remembered I want to walk some miles today while we hang out because I'm going to have to go sit in a chair and get braids done. And I think that's going to take a hot 5 hours. So I want to get my energy out of me before I have to do that. It's going to look really cool though. Part of the reason I'm taking off early is I need to wash the fuck out of my hair because it's going to be the last time I can wash my scalp for at least 2.5 weeks. Which might sound gross, but it's not because I'm going to a professional braider who knows how to treat a scalp. So I know, it's braids, like festival braids. So like the braids down your scalp, like, yep, I'm going to do 2 shampoos, no conditioner. That's the part that I hate. Those of you girlies out there that got the coarse hair know exactly what I'm talking about. But if we can't put the conditioner and or like our smoothing treatments, I don't know, what do you call them? Hair serums? Thank you. Serums in our hair. It's... I wish I could message her that. Like, I don't know how you're going to get a comb through my hair if I don't put a serum in it. It's curls, man. It's curls. This shit is untamable. Detanglers, moisturizers, serums, frizzies, heat protectants, like all of that. I have so many products in my hair that just keep it smooth so I can run my fingers through it. And without that, it's going to be a tangle fuck. So I thought about it and I was like, either I shower before stream today, blow dry my hair, and then I just have to go all day with this hair that's probably going to drive me crazy, or I take off an hour earlier than normal. So I'm going to end stream at 3, I think. That gives me an hour to wash the fucking shit out of my scalp. And then it takes me an hour to get there because they're building like a trestle or something. I don't even know. Some sort of new overpass in Austin. So just to get to the north side of the city, it takes me like an hour. Like 50 minutes or something, which sucks. Thank you. I appreciate that. But it's going to look really cool. I have no idea. I'm really excited actually because I just told her she's dyeing the synthetic hair like a special colorway or whatever. And she was like, what kind of colors are you thinking? I'm like, well, we're pirates and I want to go for like a siren theme. And she was like, oh, I'm really excited. That's going to look awesome. But I don't know what she did. So I'm really excited. I'm open to anything. I don't think there's anything that could look terrible. I'm assuming it's going to be like sea greens and blues and like oceanic colors or something. But like, it's why Midsummer hits me so hard. I've excused myself to cry in a bathroom too many times. Dude. Hard same. So hard same. My God. Oh, I'll be live for the hair. I'm getting the hair done tonight. And I don't lurve for Burning Man until next Wednesday. Or Wednesday. This coming Wednesday. So in 3 days. But you know, you have to get it done before the burn. And the kind of braids, like I'm going to someone who knows how to braid. So it's the kind of braids that are meant to stay in for extended periods of time. Like it's going to be good. I'm very excited. Austin would build a bridge and call it a trestle, though. That's true. I don't know what they're calling it. I call it a trestle because that's what we have in Washington State. When it's like freeway overpasses that go over other freeways that are on the ground, it's called a trestle. I don't know why. What is a trestle? VR, there's a few birthday songs I'm going to miss. Knives is another one that I'm not going to be around for. I fully am at the whim of, do you want your birthday song before or after? I can just fill Wednesday, Tuesday's stream could just be fucking birthday songs, or I can make them up because I do genuinely like singing you guys happy birthday. I just won't be here. Your hair is probably on the more range end of what she braids. I hope so because it is coarse. I do have coarse hair. Lurv, Ferv, Bervin, Bevin. God damn it. 4 days, thank you. 4 days. I only know of train trestles, but like, what is a trestle? Dude, Beth and I are like an old married couple. I swear to God. We were texting about that just this morning before stream. I was like, bitch, I'm going to be on for 2 weeks. And a whole week of that, I won't have reception to be able to text you. And we were like, I was like getting sad. She's going to pop over and check on my birds, though. I'm going to see if she'll check on my baby geckos. The big geckos are fine. I can feed them and give them huge bowls of water, and they're totally fine for a couple weeks. The little ones, however, they're so little. I'm very nervous about the little ones. Oh, question. I love a random question. What kind of walk pad do you use, and what speed and incline do you walk on for talking on stream? No incline, because I got the cheapest one available. If you just go to Amazon and look up walking pad, when I looked, there was a slew of them, all different kinds of just like drop ship brands that were all around the same price. Around $89.99 is what I paid for mine. It has no incline, no nothing. It can go up to 4 miles an hour. I walk around 2.3 miles an hour while streaming. I had to work up to that though, because it is weird. This is weird. I have no handholds like a treadmill or anything like that. So you kind of have to muscle memory yourself. I literally broke it the first couple days using it. Because my stride, I had to get used to the stride of it and like where to put my feet and where my legs are going. And my shoe kept getting hooked on this little doodad that covers the back wheel. I don't know what the fuck. Gear, the back gear. And it popped off. It's fine. The thing still works. I just popped it back on. But like, now that I've got like the hang of it and it's kind of second nature, I don't even notice it's happening. And sometimes people on stream say they don't even notice I started walking. And all of a sudden, like an hour goes by, and I'm just plodding along. But yeah, I'm going 2.3. It goes up to 4 though. I don't have pet birds. It's my birds in that it's my birds that come to my yard and eat bird feed. Jade, I have videos of it. I wish I could show. I'm just so scared of doxing myself. I have so many videos. I have like 100 doves that hang out in my yard almost every day, and they just swarm my bird feeder, and they're all over my my fence. And there's just all sorts of different birds. It's actually really sad. I haven't had to fill my bird feeder in like 3 days because ever since they chopped all the corn down, the birds aren't coming back, and I'm sad. No bird person here. Indoor birds freak me out. I had a neighbor who had indoor birds, and she thought it was totally normal that they would just fly at people and attack them when they entered her house. And she would just say like, oh, don't worry, some of my birds are temperamental. And one of them flew at me, landed on my shoulder, and then just took a chunk out of my earlobe for no reason. It was just this little green parrot. And I was like, maybe that's why we don't keep birds inside. I don't know. Trestle bridges have a number of short spans. A vanilla bridge is just one span or larger spans. Oh, interesting. Huh. A trestle is so called because it has a pair, at least, of braced, spreading legs that support a horizontal top. I am a trestle. Thank you, Jade. Is that the literal one that I got? I think boom. Jade just pulled it up. Yeah. There's tons of them on there that are like $89.99. I just went for the cheapest one possible, and I'm basically going to walk it until it breaks. We've walked... The other day it was 27 miles. I think we've walked probably about 30 miles on it now, not including anything today. And I've been trying to keep it to either walk 3 miles or 6. So I remember like, was that a short day? Then it was 3 miles. Was that a normal day? Then it was 6. And then I've just been adding them up just to see how well it can go. Because I have never run a treadmill to death. I would say the only downside to this specific walking pad, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's the cheapest one available, is that it has a weight limit, quote unquote, of 265 pounds. But I've had multiple people in chat tell me they weigh more than that and they're using the walking pad just fine. So I think you're probably fine. That's mine too, Jade. Mine's not on sale anymore either. I think they're just drop shipped shit though. I got my mom's birds one of those cat water bowls with a fountain and they love it. Cute. I would love to get a bird bath one day for my birds outside. I get so much pleasure from watching my birds outside. Like, I understand why people want to keep a bird. Just go move somewhere where you have outdoor birds, though. You can just watch the birds all the time. You're such a horizontal top. Trestle pickup lines of the 1800s. Thou art a horizontal top. I'm so aroused. My mom's a bird person. I told her we're not doing that shit here. Literal shit. You know, it's one of the first things we ask you if you come to the ER with a respiratory infection. Do you own birds? Because bird shit turns into dust, airborne dust. You know how everybody was like, oh, COVID's airborne. It wasn't. It isn't. Still super stupid to say it out loud. You know, bird dust is, though. Bird shit dust. You remember how we were talking about ventilation and how me and David were saying we kind of get like sick from AC and stuff? If you have circulating air in your house and a bird, I'd put $1 million down on your shit being condemnable at this point. If someone swabbed your ventilation system. Good morning, Chris Cox. How are you, love? If it's Amazon, the usual pattern is that their products start out on sale until they have enough 4 to 5 star ratings to support a higher price. Loss leaders. There you go. Side note, I got some new panties off of Amazon, and can I just say, they're going to be perfect for the other website where I make a living, not anywhere else in life, though, because my God, do they barely cover my gash. What? Is that doing? I'm wearing them right now, and they're super comfortable, but I know for a fact that they don't cover shit. Why do those exist? I want to get a table. Wait, I want to get a table for it. I want a standing desk eventually, but for now, I want a table that I can move around. Dude, get one of those little standing, there's like, we used to call him a cow at the hospital. You can't call him a cow anymore because a patient thought we called her a cow. It was a whole deal, but it's a computer on legs. But essentially, it's a desk just big enough for a laptop on wheels. They're amazing. And we just literally, you lean on one and just push them around the unit. And you've got your little laptop and you're charting as you go. And they were portable. They were amazing. We actually painted them black and white to look like cows. They were so cute. Some of them had fucking bells on them. They were so cute. And then someone had to say like, hey, get that cow over there for me. And a patient thought we were talking about her. God forbid. I can't imagine how horrible she felt. And she complained, rightfully so. And the administration was like, you can't call things cows anymore. But like, I don't want a patient thinking I'm fucking calling them a cow. That's horrific. Are you joking? That's so bad. Ugh. Microkini. It was billed as G-string. I know, I have microkinis. Like, I'm all about that business. This shit is not a microkini. It was billed as G-string, and yet there's no gusset for my vagina. Like, what's happening? It's weird. No adult. What do you mean? I don't know. Like when you accidentally bop someone because chat moves, instant panic. I hate doing that. Seriously, I hate it so much. I have thick carpet, so I don't know if that would work. I don't know. Honestly, it would depend on the kind of casters on the wheels. I was watching The Pit this morning and there was an episode where one of the med students would not shut up about the patient's weight, even though he was the nicest dude. And all the doctors had to tell this kid to shut up. All right, dear Pit. That's the first inaccuracy I've heard come out of The Pit. I can't watch it because it freaks me out because it's too real. But let me tell you, those fat comments come out of doctors over 60 exclusively. I'm not saying if you're over 60, you have bias, but doctors do because they were actually taught that. Like in school, they were taught if someone comes in overweight, everything wrong with them is probably to do with their weight. So start focusing on that. BMI. It's never a young doctor, ever. A doc my age doesn't do that shit because we were raised with the BMI's bullshit. It's always an older doc. So that's precious, writers, but You remember that doctor I was telling you guys about the other day, Dr. Cameron, who invented the Whipple? It would be him. He would be the one that would be like, well, she's a real big girl, so that's probably why her toe hurts all the time. And we'd be like, or it's the septic fucking infection due to the giant piece of metal stuck under her toenail. Can you look? Do you have eyes still? Ugh. The amount of times that we've actually had like a group of young nurses, docs, respiratory therapists, whatever, have to sit down with an older one and be like, you cannot talk like that. You have to shut the fuck up. We had someone calling people of color colored. You can't do that. I don't care how fucking, oh, it's just the way I was raised. And, you know, that wasn't bad language before you were born, little missy, and blah, 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 blah. It's constant. Like, wow. Some people, like, and it's always, well, that's just the way I was raised. And you kids these days are too sensitive. You were all raised too sensitive. Or you're racist. It's like, there's a different, this is what gets me though. I'm probably unaware of shit. I'm a dumb white bitch. I'm not, no one here is denying that. I don't know things. It's the unwillingness to know though. You know, like if some Zoomers came by and they were like, hey, Katie, I think this has happened. The G word that stands for the Romani people, gypsy. We have learned that is not an appropriate word. They have asked very kindly for people not to refer to them as that word because it was given to them by their oppressors, like the N word. You know what I'm saying? It's just not appropriate. And you know what I did? Oh my God, I'm so sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings. I had no idea. That's a song by Stevie Nicks. Fuck me. Wow, so sorry. I didn't go, oh, back before you were born, that was just normal way to talk. And you're just so fucking sensitive these days. I'm about to die anyways, not vote stupid. Money, bills and taxes. It's just dumb. It's just so dumb. Oh, Superbot says all the Faded Friday lists for the past 4 weeks of Frybot are now live. I'll generate this most recent one tomorrow. Thank you. I love you and I appreciate you. I had an Amazon driver deliver a package to the back door of my apartment when I asked him if he was looking for a said apartment letter, and he said, yeah, I took a guess on which apartment it was. What? Possibly delivered to the front door so you know you're delivering to the correct apartment. Wait, is that normal? Is that how they're trained? Is that normal? Do they just like look at an apartment building and go like, ah, who's the lucky one today? And you just throw it? What's happening? Excuses got to stop. You can change your habits, like how we were brought up with everyone saying Indian, and now I've changed to make sure we're saying Native American. Exactly. Or we called everything gay or the R word. We could go on and on and on. I still battle keeping those words the fuck out of my personal vocabulary every goddamn day. And yet I still manage to do it. I'm not coming online and being like, guys, I just got to use the R word today because it's too much. Can you imagine saying that out loud and feeling right about that? What? You're smart as shit, Bobo. I know. I don't even know if it's just trying to keep up. It's just like, I think there was this weird antiquated view of just like, you go to school and when you're done with school, you're done learning and that's all you need to know for the rest of your life. And I'm just like, I think I'll die with a book in my hand. Thanks so much. I don't want to be... I've said this since the dawn of fucking being on this platform, but genuinely, when did it become cool to be stupid? When did that become an admirable quality to just be willingly fucking idiotic? I don't know. People are like, well, I don't know about that and I don't care to know about that. And everybody around them's like, oh my God, she's so strong. Girl boss. And you're like, what? That's not it though. What do you mean? What do you mean? I guess because they delivered mine to the wrong apartment 4 times. What happened? I'm so sorry. That's insane. That's insane. What? As someone wanted to educate myself more, how does that word apply to the main giant robot in Pacific Rim? Like, I know it's a bad word, but I don't think that robot has anything to do with Romani people. Makes me wonder why it was even named that. Gypsy? No idea. I think for you and I in America and in like the modern, I don't know, the Western world, it's like a fun word for like a pretty lady who wears lots of scarves and dangly things and bells on her ankles and dances and is sexy and whatever. Or growing up, I was raised with that word referring to myself. Because my mom and my sister and I moved so much growing up. You guys know this. I've told you a million times. We moved constantly. I went to like 7 different schools growing up, never lived in the same house more than 2 years, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And my mom used to say, me and my girls are gypsies. I had no idea it even referred to the Romani people. So that's the thing. It's like now I'm educated and I don't sound like a fucking idiot anymore. And some people are just like, nope, think I'll stay stupid. And they just stick with the rhetoric of like, well, where I'm from, it means you're a pretty girl just covered in like scarves and dangly things and you've got bells on your ankles and you dance and you're really mystical and maybe you're a little ethnically ambiguous and whatever. And it's like, yeah, but that's not actually what it is. It's similar, in my opinion, just personally, to people that get the swastika in the opposite direction tattooed somewhere on their body. And they're like, no, but didn't you know that originally it was a Buddhist symbol? Yeah, I think we all fucking did. Still doesn't mean I feel good about seeing it on your arm. And I definitely associate it with Nazis and not Buddhists. So, I don't know. Not gonna lie, the R slur is hard. Everything in the 70s, 80s, and 90s was all called R slur. I replaced it with ridiculous. Same. I have to replace it with other R words. It's so horribly difficult to get out of your vocabulary. And some people have morphed it. So they'll say like fuck in front of the word or something like that. And I battle with that because I'm like, here's the thing. I watched an interview by a kid who has Down syndrome one time, and it was very insightful because that kid, they were in argument for use of the R word. Like, use it. I don't give a fuck. And it was crazy. And everybody was like, okay, what's your view on this? And they said, and I quote, people are just going to come up with another mean word to describe me. Why are we giving them so much power? Oh, shit. Because we do. special, touched, touched by God, mentally handicapped. We'll come up with any other term. We're still saying it. We're just not saying it. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm still not going around saying the R word. Please don't get me wrong. Still working on getting that. I haven't said it in ages, but it's still, every once in a while, I pause because it comes in my head when I want to describe someone I hate. And I'm like, nope, not the word. It's still there. It's built in from childhood, but I don't fucking say it. That's the difference between us and them, is they say it and then just, well, it's from my childhood. Okay, mine too, though. Still not doing it. Still totally able to be a decent human. I grew up thinking the G word was the same as referring people by nationality. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can still refer to the robot as Gypsy Danger and just be consciously aware that it's not a good word. Yeah. That's like never saying the title of Stevie Nicks' song ever again. We know she's not trying to subjugate and put down the Romani people, but we all acknowledge it. We talk about it. And I think the conversation is the most important part. It's not being black and white. It's not saying someone's evil because they say that the song Gypsy by Stevie Nicks is their favorite. It's being like, let's have a conversation about that word and the people that, you know, asked us not to use it anymore. Same, Super Papa, it was like Eskimo. That's the one that recently we've learned the people of Northern Canada and the Northern Hemisphere do not want to be called that because it was given to them by their fucking oppressors. The whites, once again. Libtard a lot, or fucktard I see a lot, and I'm like, I see what you're trying to do, but I don't like it's just a workaround for the word we're all really trying to not use because it's heavily offensive. Vincent.
Thank you for summing the class, keeping the class alive and giving it fucking anus its wings. Please go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure super consent, and I fucking appreciate you.
Thank you. Gypsy Rose. Yep, some people's name. I have a friend on Twitch who their username has Gypsy in the word, and like they have talked about it multiple times, and I've talked to them about it, and I hope I don't know what to do there. Like that's because they didn't know. Gypsy Rose, I think, killed her mom though. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I don't know what to think about that whole thing. The Inuit people absolutely live beautiful lives, as do many people that we have tried to put down with words to describe them that are just general monstrosities. This one's also a whiteboard. These are so cool. Wait, what are you looking at that's a whiteboard? Oh, the rolly desks. I'm telling you. That's what mine is. I'm not kidding you. The reason I know those are on Amazon, Jade, is when Viata gave me the link to this one, you could get it in different sizes. So you could get it where it was only this chunk. You could get it where it was the extended, or you could get the L shape. And I was like, interesting. I bet they just sell that corner piece. That's exactly what we had at the hospital for all of our laptops. The cows. Moo. They were so cute. All you do is take a beat and think about another world. Dude, right? It's not that hard. It's also how the chicks changed their names. They understood, hey, maybe it's not great for us to have this band name anymore. Exactly. Did you know Electric Callboy used to be Eskimo Callboy? And they went, you know what? Rebranding is what we have to do, because that's fucking crazy. They had no idea. Sweet little German boys just calling themselves something totally random. So they changed it to Electric Callboy at the behest of maybe losing their entire fan base because no one knew who the fuck they were anymore. And you know what? They're so good that they're prolific and they're touring the world and everyone's like, yay, Electric Callboy. I think that's amazing. Top of the hour, let's do some music. Pause. We got shit to do. Thank you, Ren. I appreciate you. Shall we clean up? I'm out of Diet Cokes and I'm very sad about it, but I have these like ginger ales, strawberry fruit splash ginger ales. I don't like them. I wouldn't advise them. I just really wanted fizzy. All right. I love me some Led Zeppelin. They have nothing to do with that movie. Just in general, anything to do with that movie always reminds me of that. You should work on your music. Fall/late summer, I don't know what it is. I think it's the abundance of serotonin in my system and just like all the happy chemicals from summer and being out in the sun and stuff like that. I feel so crazy creative late summer, fall era, clearly. All the painting, and I have so much craft stuff out in my living room that I do in the evenings and stuff. It's kind of wild. They've got a weird Jade, have you ever had strawberry candies? You know those ones that have the jelly, like not jelly, it's like syrup inside of them, and all the nanas always had them in their purses. It's like a sniff of that. That just every time I take a sip, I'm like, oh, there she is. There it is again. It's like you carbonated the inside of one of those candies a little bit. Doing a number. This. So this is what our camp looks like. So that purple gray part, that's our shade structure. That's the common area. All the blue squares, those are tents. So everybody gets a 10 by 10 area for their tent. Now, if you decide to bring an RV, you get that much space. So they get about 3 times as much space, but you see, that's the entrance to our camp. And those long wieners, that's the RVs. So, I don't know. Three, Basil, 3. It's different. It'll be different. Well, that was our Faded Friday cleanup, my dudes. And I think I've walked way over 6 miles because I kind of forgot we were doing this. I forgot we were walking. We did it. It wasn't too many. It was actually a perfect amount. The problem was Katie's PC yesterday being a fucking bitch. That was really rough. It's fine. Everything's fine now. But man, was that a rough one. Jesus Christ. We did it. We did. We survived the moment and we did it. And we walked. And I'm hot and I have to pee. That's it. Happy Faded Saturday / Friday. Blessed be the fruit. Amen. I just saw a picture that says, stop letting people with abracadabra ruin your magic. Oh, wait. Stop letting people with no abracadabra ruin your magic. Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. You shouldn't let people with no abracadabra ruin your magic. Roar. She's up. It's fine. You can't see her. I'm thinking I might just call it early. I don't want to get into anything because I have to go in like an hour and a half probably to prepare my body and go and get my hair done and shit like that. And it's not enough time to really start anything. But if I go early today, I can do Burning Man stuff and get a shit done. And we can just do a full ass day tomorrow and just hang out. And then I'm stress free. And Eliza, if you're down, I would like to play more of our not peak game tomorrow. The game that's not peak. What's it called? Why do I don't want to, hold on. Big walk, I did it. I just need to figure it out on my own. I don't know why I want to call it peak because we're not climbing. It's big walk. I really like big walk, but we could dedicate an entire day to that tomorrow. That'd be awesome. If you're available as a no stress. If not, we'll do something. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my hairs did. So I'll probably have movie night up on my phone or something. It depends on how social hair braid lady is. Who knows? Who knows how that will go? But in the meantime, take your joy, eat something delicious, drink water. I'm glad we were able to get through the rest of the links. I'm sorry yesterday was such a fuck story, man. It was so stressful. I hate it so much. When shit like that happens, but it's fine. Eliza should be around. Excellent. We'll big walk our day away. It'll be awesome because I'll have all that heavy hair in my head and I'll be all up on ibuprofen complaining about it and shit. It'll be great. Yeah, I have to pee so bad. Okay, we're gonna raid into Zach's if then. So if you haven't gifted a sub in his if then, you have to go do that because you have to be able to be part of his if then because you have to force him to play something weird and obscure. And if not, you know, do whatever you want to do. That's your fucking prerogative. I'm gonna go pee and just scrub the shit out of my head. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me again. Yesterday was a fuck story, but it sounds like the computer's okay now. So we have like 3. I'm gonna probably stream Monday, depending on when Kevin and Link get here, just so we can get some streams in before I go. But we probably have like 3 or 4 streams left until I go to Burning Man, which is crazy. So please come hang out with me this week. I love you so much. Bye.